February 8th, 2003, 6:30. I'm live on the national channel, RTS, Swiss television, and I'm about to host the programs. And what happened next? Well, that's going to be one of the biggest failure of my young career as a TV host and journalist. What happened? I forgot my text. I forgot all the words I had to say. So, I had the biggest blank ever. And why did this happen? Because I was scared. I was scared to fail, I was scared of bad wording, and so on. And bam, that's exactly what happened. So yes, I'm not going to lie to you. This was really a trauma. This was a shame. And, well, I never forgot it. And yet, as traumatic as this event has been, it has taught me so many important things that I'm happy to be here today to share with you. So I would like to start with a question to you, dear audience. When you see somebody struggling, passing on a message on television or in public, how do you feel as part of the audience? What are the feelings coming into you? Not really nice, right? So yes, of course, because a bad attitude when communicating will have effects on the people listening and watching you. So if you feel uncomfortable as a speaker, the audience will feel it. On the opposite, if you feel good, serene, grounded, they will feel it as well. So, what does this mean? And this brings me to a crucial notion. You can't not communicate. Simply put, you are always sending a message through our posture, through our appearance, our voice, intonation, and of course what we say. Plus, if you think about it, we are now living in a society where image rules everything. We are in the middle of social networks. Every day we are talking on cameras, we're talking in front of people. So whether you want to communicate or you are obliged to do so because of your job, you will have to communicate. So we might as well do it with a bit of pleasure and joy. That would be actually better than suffer from it. So I come to another central point when we are talking about communicating. In your opinion, no matter how well prepared, what percentage of the communication equals your message? In other words, the text you've prepared. Any idea? Well, it's only 7% of the communication. All the rest, the 93% left, are non-verbal communications. 38%, this is your voice, intonation, tone. 55%, this is your body language, facial expression, gestures, appearance. So clearly, it's better to decide on the effect we're going to produce before we speak rather than undergo it. And here is another unpleasant fact, since we are in this section. Do you know how much time you have to make an impact when you step on a stage? You have exactly 8 seconds. So if you want to count, it's actually really fast. If you think about it, you will step on stage, you will move to your desk, and the 8 seconds will be finished. The problem is you didn't start talking yet. So, what does that mean? Well, your energy is stronger than the rest. It means people are going to judge your appearance, your walk, your look, your attitude. And if that attitude isn't grounded, serene, and aligned, the battle is lost from the start. The good news is, because there are some good news, we have some ways of captivating people right from the start. The first one is visualization. It's important to visualize what you'd like to exude. You have to think about a place where you feel good and safe. And in your mindset, this is as if you were saying, I'm in total command of what I'm doing. Second, your attitude. When you walk onto a stage, you don't apologize for being there. You go to your place with confidence. And in terms of state of mind, it's like you are the host or the hostess of the place. This place is your living room, and you're welcoming guests home. Welcome home. Third point, your body positioning. Chin up, open your shoulders, breathe, smile. Imagine you are a tree. So, your feet, well, they are the roots. And then you have your trunk, it is solid, and then you have the arms and the hands, and they are moving freely in the wind. The gaze. Look at people. I mean, really, look at them. Your gaze shouldn't be shy. It should be clear and frank. And it brings me to the fears. Of course, when we speak in public, we have a lot of fears. What are these fears? Fears of the blank, of course, you know it. The fear of the judgment. Hello, woman, how are you doing? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The judgment is actually a fear linked to the way you are seeing yourself and to your self-confidence. So you have to work on this one. And it leads me to another one, and this is the quest for perfection. Hello, woman, how are you doing? Yeah, always trying to be perfect, but who has asked you to be so? Nobody, except maybe yourself. So you have to accept, like if you were playing cards. In your game, you have good cards and you have bad cards, and you have to use all of them. And the bad cards, you have to use them as strengths. And always be kind to yourself. And then I'm going to bring you to another reality. Even if you would prepare the best speech ever, you will have people criticizing you. You will have people judging you. So the good news is that's okay, because you're not everyone's cups of tea, because you know what you are? You're champagne, babies. And the minute you realize that, you become free from other one's judgment and free from other one's opinions. So let me finish like this. I would like to ask you a last visualization exercise. Be in the mindset of a skier. You are in the starting block, ready for your race. Like the skier, be the leader. You know the slope and where you want to go, so you control the slope you're on and not the other way around. Second, go from 0 to 100 kilometers in 8 seconds, because your start will define the rest of your race. Third, start with a bang. Fourth, take your audience into a journey. Tell them a story, because people love to hear stories. With a good start, a notch to resolve, and then a beautiful conclusion. 5, leave your fears in the check rooms, because when you are on the runway, you know how to deal with the unexpected, because you've been prepared for that. And 6, and maybe that's the most important, so if there were only one thing to remember, I would say this one. If you are lucky enough to step on a stage one day, see it as a privilege. You can have your voice heard. So enjoy it. And I'm going to finish like that. Be fearless, be authentic, and be yourself.